A new month of physical media goodness is upon us, so it is time for me to talk about my 10 most anticipated 4K and Blu-ray titles coming out in the month of March 2024. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, and as I do every single month, guys, it is time for me to talk about my 10 most anticipated titles that are coming out this month in the month of March 2024. So we're going to run down the 10 Blu-rays and 4Ks that I am most looking forward to that are releasing in the month of March. Then I'm going to go into some honorable mentions. I always have some honorable mentions, some stuff that I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get, but it's not necessarily the top of my most exciting releases that are coming out that month. And then I've got some other notable titles that I'm going to talk about as well. Some stuff that you may be excited about, but me personally, I am not that excited about. So just a full-on deep dive into everything physical media in the month of March 2024. Now, I always say this, guys, every single month. I will not cover every single title that comes out this month. I'm definitely going to go over a lot of stuff that comes out this month because March is actually a pretty good month for physical media, which we desperately needed after February. There was some good stuff in February, but it was kind of a downer as far as new physical media releases. But March is a banger, tons of stuff to talk about, but it is very likely that there's going to be something that you're really looking forward to that I don't even discuss in today's video. So definitely comment down below what you're looking forward to coming out in the month of March if I don't mention it, or even if I mention it, just let me know your top 5, your top 10. What are you looking forward to the most that's coming out in March? Let me know in that comment section below. And as always, guys, subscribe, like the video, turn on bell notifications for all future videos and reviews. Like most of the stuff that I talk about in my 10 most anticipated, I will be doing unboxings, showcases, standalone reviews. Okay, I've already wasted too much time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start with number 1. This one kind of surprised me, but I do want to get into more Van Damme movies in 2024. I don't feel like I've seen enough. And Lionsgate is releasing a really sweet Kickboxer Blu-ray Steelbook coming out as a Walmart exclusive on March the 5th for $19.99. And this thing looks awesome. I love the artwork on this. There's some other Steelbooks that are going to wind up in my honorable mentions, but this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most because I don't have it in the collection. And I just watched Hard Target for the first time last year, Universal Soldier, I believe, for the first time the year before, and I'm really digging what Van Damme has to offer. Now, of course, this is not a 4K Steelbook. I wish it was a 4K Steelbook, but it's just Blu-ray. But I'm excited to watch this movie, and I'm excited to get this Steelbook in the collection because it's an awesome looking Steelbook with some really cool artwork. So definitely excited for Kickboxer. That one comes out on March the 5th. Now, coming in number 2, and these are in no particular order, guys. I'm just kind of ordering these in order of release date when they come out. It's not a ranking or anything like that, but number 2, guys, let's dive into the James Cameron stuff. We've got True Lies coming out on 4K from Disney, of all people, on March the 12th for $24.96. So this is just going to get a slipcover. There's no steelbook attached to any of these James Cameron releases. Maybe I'd anticipate that they will be available at some point in the future. I would like to think maybe Sony will put them out somewhere down the line. Who knows at this point, but True Lies, guys, come on. We've been waiting for this. I've been talking about True Lies coming to 4K since I started the channel pretty much on the Physical Media Report. I've got it on DVD. I've got a bootleg Blu-ray. I am so excited to revisit this movie on 4K because I have not seen it in probably 15 years, but I remember loving this movie, watching it all the time when I was a kid. Classic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, so super excited to see the Jamie Lee Curtis dance in 4K. Who's not excited for that, guys? Come on. So True Lies, it's just one of those that we have been anticipating to come to Blu-ray. Like, this thing doesn't even have a Blu-ray release, and now it's coming out on 4K from Disney. I'm hoping that, you know, we've all seen the digital images because these were put out on 4K digitally, and they didn't look the greatest, but I have heard from some people that when you actually view that 4K disc that it does look pretty great. So I am excited to watch this one. I will definitely be doing a review for this one on the channel when it hits my doorstep and I check it out, and I'm definitely going to get on here and give my thoughts on it. So True Lies, I am really excited about. That comes out on March the 12th, so that's my second most anticipated. My third most anticipated surprise, surprise, is another James Cameron title, and that is The Abyss, coming out on 4K from Disney on March the 12th for $24.96. So pretty much the same that I said about True Lies, you can say about The Abyss. This never got a Blu-ray release. This is long anticipated. The only difference is I've actually never seen The Abyss, so this is going to be a first-time watch for me on 4K, so I don't have that nostalgic tie to this movie that I have for True Lies, but I'm still excited for it because I just watched Leviathan on 4K. From what I hear, it's a very different type of underwater science fiction film, but I'm excited to watch it and see, you know, the differences and see just what kind of a movie this is. It definitely sounds intriguing, and I love a good kind of like intellectual sci-fi movie. For whatever reason, this movie just evaded me my entire life, so I'm excited to finally get to watch it for the first time on March the 12th. So that's my third most anticipated, and coming in at number 4, guys, my fourth most anticipated is another James Cameron title. That's right, guys. We're getting 3 this month on the same date, and that is Aliens, coming to 4K from Disney on March the 12th for $25.49. So Aliens is one, again, that we've been waiting on to come to 4K for a long time. We thought that we would never get it. Now we got Alien from 20th Century Fox back in 2019 for the 40th anniversary, and everybody was like, okay, we'll get Aliens next. It's coming soon, and then Disney swoops in and buys Fox and puts the squash on that whole arrangement. So we had to wait 5 more years to get Aliens on 4K. But Disney finally did the right thing. They put Aliens out on 4K, and I'm excited to watch this movie on 4K. Aliens, I will admit, I like Aliens. I've seen it a few times, but I do not watch Aliens as much as I watch Alien. I love Alien. Alien's probably in my top 50 movies of all time. I love that film. I just love the horror sci-fi elements of it, whereas Aliens is more sci-fi action, which I do like sci-fi action, but the horror of the Alien franchise is what I gravitate towards the most. So I love Alien, and that movie looked great on 4K, so I'm anticipating great things out of Aliens. Don't do it wrong, James Cameron. Yeah, Aliens on 4K, I'm definitely excited to revisit because I haven't seen this one in quite some time. Coming at number 5, guys, I am purchasing all the Disney titles this month, and I don't even mean to, but Poor Things is my 5th most anticipated, the new Yorgos Lanthimos film that's been nominated for Best Picture. This is coming out on Blu-ray from Disney on March the 12th as well for $34.90, and I am just really looking forward to this movie because I love everything Yorgos Lanthimos. I love The Lobster, I like The Lobster a lot, but I love Killing of a Sacred Deer. I love The Favorite, and I am really intrigued to watch this movie because from what I hear, it's just batshit insane in all the best ways. And I love Emma Stone so much. I cannot wait to see her in this role. From what I hear, it's the role of her career, and she's nominated for Best Actress. She may win. So I'm excited to watch this movie, Poor Things. I'm sure it's going to look pretty good on Blu-ray. It should have got a 4K, but again, Disney, but on Blu-ray, I'm sure it's still going to look good. I'm just really excited to watch this movie. But anyway, let's get into my number 6, and this is a Paramount title. This is Primal Fear, coming out on 4K as a part of the Paramount Presents line on March the 26th for $35.19. So these Paramount Presents titles, guys, they're going to charge you. They're not going to let you off easy for these. But this is a great movie. Richard Gere, Edward Norton. Haven't seen this one in quite some time as well, but I remember watching this one on cable back in the day, and it was a pretty good movie. So I think this is the one that really kind of got Edward Norton his start. And after this, he would do, Fight Club and everything else that would just kind of propel him into superstardom from that point forward. But yeah, Primal Fear is kind of where it started for him, and it's a really good movie that I would definitely highly recommend. And I'm excited to watch this one in 4K as well. And I love collect. Look, Paramount Presents has some problems, but I like collecting for the Paramount Presents line. I believe this is spine number 43 because Once Upon a Time in the West is number 44. So yeah, Primal Fear, that is my number 6. Most anticipated. That one comes out on March the 26th. So let's go ahead and get into my 7th most anticipated. And we're going to move across the pond to the lands of the UK and Second Sight. And let's talk about Possessor getting a 4K big box set, juicy box set release from Second Sight on March the 18th. This is available right now, guys, for $49.99 on Diabolic. That's where I ordered it. And guys, look, I love this movie. It's directed by Brandon Cronenberg, which is David Cronenberg's son. And I thought he did a great job with this film. I remember watching this on Hulu during the pandemic. and it just kind of blew my mind. I love that like really weird sci-fi horror stuff that just really goes for it and goes in some really strange and bizarre directions. And that's what Possessor is. I love Infinity Pool as well. I would love for, even though I got that on 4K, nice steelbook, I would love for that to get a box set released from Second Sight, which I did recently buy Possessor on 4K, went down to like 16 bucks and I bought it because like I said, I do love the movie. It didn't have it in the collection. And then Second Sight goes and announces this big, beautiful box set that I just could not pass on. So definitely pick this one up, but I love Second Sight, guys. They are killing it this year. This one and another one I'm getting ready to talk about, it's just like solidifying them as the boutique label of 2024 so far. In my opinion, I know we're only 3-4 months in, but they're just throwing some fire starting off this year. So I am excited for this. It's got brand new special features, I believe, in Second Sight. You know, the 4K from Neon probably looks good. Wellgo, I think, put that out. Probably looks good, but this one from Second Sight probably is the definitive version of this movie on 4K. So definitely excited to get this one in. And let's talk about Second Sight again. Let's gloat about Second Sight some more. Coming in at my number 8 is Green Room, getting a 4K release from Second Sight on March the 18th for $49.99 on Diabolic. I will leave these Diabolic links down below in the description, guys. Diabolic, super easy to use. They do the import for you. You got to pay the shipping cost of $5, but that's it. And they do all the importing for you, and I'm pretty sure that both of these are still in stock on Diabolic. You can also use Orbit, you can also use Grindhouse, but I usually use Diabolic. But Green Room, A24 film. This is one of Anton Yelchin's last movies, I believe, or maybe he did a few more after this. I think he passed away tragically in 2018, but this is a great movie. This one kind of blew my mind. It's got Patrick Stewart in it as the villain, and it's fantastic. I'm not going to say too much about it. It takes place in kind of like a dingy nightclub. It's about a band that goes in there and kind of gets picked apart by this neo-Nazi group that's led by Patrick Stewart, but it's a hell of a movie. It's a gory film, and it just really goes for it. And this is a movie that I feel like will look so good on 4K. So I cannot wait to watch this movie on 4K. And the box set, guys, the juicy Second Sight box set just looks incredible. I love the artwork on it. And it's got all kinds of brand new special features and commentaries. And I just cannot wait to have this one and Possessor in my hands. Definitely expecting them, because I should be getting both of these at the same time. Expect an unboxing video of both of these when I get them in. I'm going to be doing reviews of these when I get them in. This is going to be a big month, guys. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming out. I got so much more to go. But coming in at my number 9, I like to do my fingers. This is number 9, right? Coming in at number 9 is the Iron Claw, coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate A24 on March the 26th for $24.99. So I really want to see this movie. I didn't get a chance to get out to the theaters to see it. And from what I hear, it's a great film. And I used to be a big pro wrestling fan when I was a kid. So I'm very familiar with the Von Erich story. And I'm just really excited to get this one on Blu-ray and finally get a chance to watch it. Now, it wasn't nominated for Best Picture or any Oscars or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure why, because I've just heard nothing but praise about the movie. But Zac Efron's in it. The guy from the Bear TV show and Shameless is in it, playing two of the Von Erich brothers. So I'm excited for this one, guys. Like I said, pro wrestling fan, and I am excited to see this story play out in this movie. And, I'm just hoping that I'm able to hold back the tears, but I don't feel like I will. I'm going to have to watch this one by myself so I don't get embarrassed. But the Iron Claw, definitely looking forward to it. Really nice looking slipcover, too. I really like the design on this slipcover. So let's go ahead and get into my number 10, guys. I've got a lot of Blu-rays of newer movies coming out because, honestly, I'm excited to see these movies for the first time. And that is Where Evil Lurks is my number 10, coming out on Blu-ray from RLJE and Shudder for $17.62. So not a bad price for that one. That's what I like about the RLJE titles. Even though they'll short you a slipcover every now and then, I like that they're very cheap and very affordable. So I've heard nothing but great things about this movie. I've heard from a lot of people it's the horror movie of 2023, which I kind of have learned to temper my expectations with people, because a lot of people in the horror community will say that everything is the best horror film of 2024. So I'll temper my expectations. I'll go into this one with an open mind, and I just hope that it's good, and I hope that I enjoy it. But again, I've heard nothing but great things about this film, so I'm super excited to check out Where Evil Lurks. That is my 10th most anticipated. So let's go ahead and jump into My honorable mentions, guys, and again, these are ones that I'll probably end up getting, but they're just not, yeah, I'm not as excited for these as I am the ones that are in my 10 to actually get in and watch and talk about with you guys. So my first honorable mention, I lumped these two in together. Little Monsters and Shivers are getting Blu-ray steelbooks from Lionsgate. They are Walmart exclusives, just like the Kickboxer one is. These come out on March the 5th for $19.99 a piece. I already have these movies in the collection, guys. So I'll admit it right now. Me getting these is just purely because it's purely a package buy. It's purely because I like the steelbook artwork. I got Maximum Overdrive last year, and if Vestron's going to redo all their Blu-rays in these nice steelbooks with cool artwork, I'm probably going to get them. I'm not going to lie with you guys. I'm going to be straight. I'm probably going to get them. So yeah, Little Monsters, Shivers, Blu-ray steelbooks coming out. Look freaking awesome. Nothing new about them. They're the same scans. They got the same features. There's nothing new. But I'm getting them because I like the artwork on them. We also have an Arrow Video title, The Shoest, which is a John Wayne Western coming out from Arrow Video on Blu-ray on March the 12th for $25.98. So this one seems like a really cool movie with John Wayne. I heard it's not the best John Wayne movie, but I do like my Westerns, and I do like my John Wayne Westerns of the ones that I've seen. So I'm excited to get this one. And again, it's from Arrow Video. It's got new features and commentaries, all kinds of new stuff. So I'm excited for this one for sure. The Shining TV version from 1997 is getting a Blu-ray release from Scream Factory on March the 12th for $29.49. Now, I want this in the collection just because I'm such a Stephen King fan, and I eventually want all of his movies in the collection. So I'm excited that this one is getting a Blu-ray release. I'm not necessarily excited to rewatch this one. I remember watching this as a kid. I actually saw this before I saw the Kubrick version, and this was kind of my Shining for a long time. I didn't know how good The Shining could be until I saw the Kubrick version. I just had this one. And the book because I read the book when I was like 12 or 13, was the TV miniseries version. I wish I brought it over here because I just reorganized all my books and I got it in the closet right over there. The Shining Blu-ray release is coming out from Scream Factory. Again, not like super looking forward to watching this one, and it is kind of expensive for a Blu-ray, but I am going to get it, so I had to put it in my honorable mentions. Ferrari, which is a new Michael Mann film I'm looking forward to. That one's coming out on Blu-ray. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good new movies coming out on Blu-ray this month that I'm excited about. Ferrari's getting a Blu-ray release. Decal Releasing's putting this one out on March the 12th for $16.19. So this one has Adam Driver. It's got Penelope Cruz. Really good cast. So I'm excited to check this one out. I feel like I heard mixed reviews on this one, but still excited to check this one out. Dark Water, the Japanese version, is getting a 4K from Arrow Video on March the 19th for $33.59. So I don't know too much about this. I don't really know the premise or the story, but it's Arrow Video. It's a new 4K, so I'm excited to get it. We also got City of the Living Dead getting a 4K release from Arrow Video on March the 25th for $34.99 on Diabolic. So this is one that I 100% do not need. I've already got 2 releases from Cauldron. I've got 1 from Blue Underground. So I've got 3 versions of City of the Living Dead, 2 already on 4K. But I do want the Arrow Video box set because I did watch this movie last year and I loved this movie, directed by Lucio Fulci. And I want that big box set treatment of this very famous, very popular Italian horror film. So let me know if you already have City of the Living Dead on 4K, if you're going to get this lavish box set as well. Just because it's a package buy, guys. I've already talked about it in this video. That's why it's in honorable mentions. It's not in my most anticipated because I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm just getting it for that incredible Arrow Video packaging. But that's my honorable mentions, guys. Let's go ahead and get into some other releases because there's a lot of stuff that's coming out this month. But I can't buy everything, so I may get a couple of these that I talk about, but I'm not like necessarily excited to get them and add them to the collection. All right, so we have The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance coming out on 4K from Paramount on March the 5th for $21.98. If anybody didn't get the Paramount Presents version, which was way overpriced at like $36, $37, I would recommend getting this. It's the same scan. It probably has the same special features. It's just a different version that they're putting out with a nice slipcover, the original poster. This movie could possibly be my favorite Western movie. I love Once Upon a Time in the West and Unforgiven. I think all 3 of these are in contention for my favorite Western, but The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance with James Stewart and John Wayne is one of the best movies that I've ever seen in my entire life. I love this movie, so I highly recommend it. $21.98 is a great price for this 4K. So definitely check this out if you haven't already. It's not on my most anticipated, even though I love the movie, because I already have the movie on 4K, so I'm not going to rebuy this one just for a slipcover. Yeah, I know, surprise, surprise, right? We also got Saul The 10 film Blu-ray box set coming out from Lionsgate on March the 5th for $72.79. I just got this in from Lionsgate. I will be unboxing it soon and talking about it, but yeah, that's a steep price. You know, you get all of them on Blu-ray, all of them on DVD, but you know they're going to re-release that. So I'm not excited for that, but I do have that, and I will be showing it off if you guys are interested. If you're huge Saw fans and just want to get all the Saw stuff in your collection. The Expendables 4-film Blu-ray box set's coming out from Lionsgate on March the 5th as well for $39.49. So I already have all the, you know, Expendable movies, 4K steelbooks. I've got the first 3 on Blu-ray with nice slipcovers. I don't need this. I might also get this from Lionsgate just to review and show off for you guys, but it's not one that I am anticipating. We got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom coming out from Warner Brothers on March the 12th on 4K for $29.99. This is one that's got all kinds of editions, guys. Pretty much the first one that we're talking about. Blu-ray for $26.98, 4K Walmart Steelbook for $34.96, and a 2-film Blu-ray set for $32.96. So I really have no interest in this movie at all. I'll probably end up getting this from Warner Brothers, so I will be talking about it on the channel. And it's a James Wan film, so I do want to support him as a filmmaker, but I'm just so done with all the superhero movies, guys, especially like the DC universe. And I liked the first Aquaman okay, but I'm just not really looking forward to watching the sequel, but I probably will this month just to talk about it on the channel. Kung Fu Panda is getting a 4K from Universal on March the 12th for $22.48. That's cool, I guess. I've never been a big Kung Fu Panda fan. Quigley Down Under is coming out on 4K from Shout Factory on March the 12th for $30.49. We also got the Color Purple remake coming out from Warner Bros. On March the 12th on 4K for $29.96 and Blu-ray for $24.98. This honestly should be in my honorable mentions because I am interested in seeing this movie. But I just watched the original, and I just can't imagine this being better than that masterpiece. That's such a great movie. I can't imagine the remake being better than that. But I could be wrong. I know it's more of a musical. The Ring 4K collection's coming out from Screen Factory on March the 19th for $62.99. I cannot bring myself to get this, guys. If it was just The Ring, I would be all over it. I don't like rings. And I remember Ring 2 being boring. So I'm not going to get this set. I'll get it later on. Hopefully it'll drop in price and I'll get it then. But I'm not getting this for $62.99. K-19 The Widowmaker on 4K from Shout Factory on March the 19th for $33.99. We also got Carri remake getting a 4K from Screen Factory on March the 19th for $39.98. I'll get this at some point because I remember this being okay. And it would be cool to have the Carri remake and the original Carri next to each other on the shelf, both on 4K. So I'll get this later, but it'll be a sale pickup. I'm not going to get this one for full price. We also got the Child's Play remake coming out on 4K from Screen Factory on March the 19th for $33.99. Same as the Carri remake. I'll get this one because it'll go with all my other Chucky movies on 4K that I have from Screen Factory, so I'll get it. And I actually don't even have this movie in the collection, and I actually liked this movie. I saw it in the theaters and thought it was a pretty good reimagining of the first film. So I will get Child's Play remake. I'm just not going to get it right out the gate for $33.99. I'll get it in a sale somewhere down the line. We also got Changing Lanes coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on March the 19th. We got a lot of 4Ks from Kino Lorber coming out this month for $28.70. This is one that I'll get in a sale later on down the line. I'm interested in it. Ben Affleck, Samuel L. Jackson. I'm interested. I just don't need it this month. We also got To Die For coming out on 4K, the movie with Nicole Kidman, getting a Criterion on March the 26th for $34.99. So I will be picking this one up again, but I will be getting it probably in July for the Criterion Barnes & Noble sale. I just don't need to pick these Criterions up day one when I can get them for $10 cheaper later on down the line. That's a tip for everybody else out there. But I am looking forward to Die For on 4K. So there you have it, guys. That is my 10 most anticipated, my honorable mentions, and all of the other titles that are coming out in the month of March. Like I said, I couldn't cover everything, but I tried to give you the broad strokes of everything that's coming out for the month of March. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for all future videos and reviews, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.